Hey, what's up everyone? In this video, I'm going to be answering a question that came into the MyListing Club Pro community, and that had to do with adding ads and banners to individual listings, even if they are within the same listing type. So listing type 1 under listing type is going to have one type of banner, and then listing 2 under that same listing type is going to have a different banner, a unique banner. So that's what we're going to tackle in this video. I'm going to do it live so you can see how I fumble through this, how one's thought process might be for someone that builds websites for a living, how they work through solving the issue. So I think that's kind of valuable to me at least. I find it valuable when people present these videos in that manner, rather than just 100% polished video that's, seems overly produced type of thing. So it's just my preference, and I think for this particular video, it is helpful to do it this way. Okay, I've thought through this in my head. Well, let's go ahead and do this live together. Here I've got a MyListing demo site. It's just the main demo from the MyListing theme. We're going to jump into the back end here, and the very first thing we need to do is just get our template set up, our banner set up that we're going to assign to those listings. All right. To do that, we go to the WordPress dashboard, and then we're going to go to templates and add new. We're going to assign this as type page. Template type is a page. It's going to give this first banner, the name of banner 1. Create our template. And I'm just going to drop the image widget onto the end of the template. And then I'm going to choose this banner that I've already got on this website. So there's our banner. And let's just roll with this. Let's see if there's anything else we need to do to this, like adjust padding and things like that. Hopefully there's not, but we'll see. I'm going to click publish here. I'm actually going to remove my face too, just so there's no distraction. I don't get in the way. Okay, so we have our first banner template created. Let's go back to the dashboard. Let's go to templates. And there we go. There is our first banner template. Over here on the right-hand side, we see a shortcode section column. Okay, so this is how we render this on the page. If those of you that may or may not know, my listing types have a shortcode block. So this is how you can pull that stuff in. Okay, so let's go look at one of our listing types. We'll just go with place. We'll edit the place listing type. And then we need a field. We need something. In order for these ads to be unique, we need to start with a field. We're going to start with a, what are we going to start with? Probably going to start with text field here. Okay. So let's put a heading in here just to break this up. I'm going to call this banner ad. All right. So there is our, and you can get creative here too. This wasn't part of the question, but this is a little bonus material. I would definitely, this is a feature request I put into my listing. I hope they do someday, is this should not be on by default. You do not want to show banner ads when you're comparing listings like that. This should be off by default on all fields unless you turn it on, in my opinion. So if you feel that way, you can see that I go to the MyListing help desk and do a search for that topic and maybe upvote that, but that definitely needs to go away. If people don't know that's there, that really kills the comparison pop-up. All right, a little bonus material. Where I was going before I was talking about the comparison pop-up thing was the package visibility. So you could say, hey, if you purchase my a certain paid package, certain level, or just any paid package, I will remove the ads from your listing. If you don't, if you got a free listing with me, I'm going to show ads. Okay, so you could use this package visibility feature here to do that. Okay, so if they purchase, so that with this we're saying if they purchase the basic package, which conceivably is free, I'm going to show these ads. So, okay, that's how you could do that. All right, so let's back out of there, and you would do the same for the field. So if anytime there's a heading that breaks up this add listing form, and then there's fields underneath it. You want to typically do the same thing. So I don't want this to be in the comparison pop-up. If I want to do package visibility, I need to match this to what my requirements are. Okay. Okay. And I don't need to show this. In my case, if this was my website and I'm showing ads, unless I want listing owners to put ads in there, which probably you don't want to do. Maybe in some cases you do. I don't need to show this in the submit form. Okay. I just need to show this in the back end. All right. Okay. So we've got our heading set up here. We've got our field. I'm just going to call this, let's call this ad, call it whatever you want. Okay, that's that. So this is a custom text field. So what we're going to do is we want to input a certain portion of our shortcode, and then, well, I'll just show you what I'm thinking here. So we want to put a text field in here so we can input text and then later call that within a shortcode. I know it's confusing, but I'm going to show you here. So we've got our text field. Let's now go to display this on the front end. Content and tabs. Let's just pick this profile tab here. Let's drop in this shortcode. And I'm going to put this at the very top. We'll put this at the top right. Okay. And I'm going to call this, I'm going to label this block ad. And we're not going to mess with the icon and stuff like that for this video, but we've got our block in there. And you'll notice, again, I dropped in the shortcode block. If you want to do the same ad across all of your listings, you would be done. You could just take this shortcode block, copy this shortcode right here, and then drop this in, and you're done. So let's just go ahead and do that. I'll just show you. Put that in, update that. You don't need to mess with the field. If you're doing the same ad across all of your listings, you don't need to do the field. The field is just for those unique listings. All right, let's go to one of our place listings. And another hot tip here, when you're in the back end and you're under the listings area of the WordPress dashboard, if you click on the listing type name, it'll sort the entire back end by that. It'll only show that listings for that listing type. So if I click place here, we'll see here that it just filters everything by that listing type. So that's another little hot tip. All right, let's look at this activity people listing. All right, there we go. There is our ad, just that simple, okay? But again, now if I go to, let's go back to our listings. Let's go to this Museum of London. We got that same ad, okay? So what if Museum of London wants a unique ad? How would we do that? Okay, so let's go create another template. So we've got banner 1 there. Let's just go ahead, create another, same process, add new. Let me go back here, add new. I like to do it this way. I don't know why. It's like they present you 2 different types of screens. So someday maybe I'll take the time to figure that out, but I like to go this way instead. So let's do banner 2 for this one. Drop in our image, add our banner image, save our changes. I'm flying through this because this is pretty basic Elementor stuff. You know, adding an image to a page, very basic. Plus I'm not tweaking anything. So, all right, so we've got that in there. Let's go back to our templates and refresh. There we go. We've got our second banner in there. Okay, so now the key is, how do we take the unique elements of this shortcode and output it per listing? All right. So for that, we go back to our listing type, go back to that field we created, edit the field. Now in here, remember, we're taking text. All right. So you could place a placeholder in here, and you could say, if this is going to be you doing this more than likely, the website owner, or if you're doing this for a customer or client, whatever, but you could put something in here like a reminder for you. So what is unique to this? The only thing that's unique is the ID number, right? So that's what we need. All right. So in this field, we want to say, you can put 1, 2, 3. Now we won't do that because there could be more digits. We'll just do a description. Enter the ID of the Elementor, let's not even say Elementor, of the banner ad. Enter the ID from the banner ad template shortcode, whatever you need to put in there to remember how it is that what you need to put in here. Okay. And if you remember and you don't worry about it, just take this out. But if you want something that you need to help remember what the heck it is that you do, that's it. You can even go as far as to say, put Elementor in there if you want. Okay. So that's just a reminder. You don't have to do that, like I said. And then this is the key. So back here, in that profile tab, in that ad, we don't want to display the entire thing here, okay? We just want to take the ID that's given to us in that text field and output it here. So how do we do that? Okay, so add, you just do 2 brackets here. So 2 brackets, and MyListing shows you right here. They give you some tips here with these brackets. So 2 left brackets just to start with the injection of the shortcode, okay? And we called it add, so we'll just start typing the word add, okay? But that's not enough because just this on its own is gonna inject just the ID. We need to put the rest of it in there. So what was the rest of that? Okay, let's go back and grab the entire shortcode. Okay, let's just plop this in below just so we have something to reference it by. Okay, so we know that this outputs this number, correct? Okay, so what we need to do is take this little bit of code, copy it, we're gonna delete it, and paste it right here. Okay, so we're wrapping the Elementor shortcode and injecting ours into that, okay? So let's go ahead and update this. Now, when I go to edit this listing. So we're going to change a unique ad for a Museum of London. So let's go edit that listing from the back end so we don't need to mess with required fields and things like that. So we're going to edit it. Let's go down to that field. Here's our ad field. And what was that unique ID again? 254. So that's what we're going to put into that field. 254. Update. One last time, let's recap the listing type, what this is doing. Okay. Take the Elementor shortcode from this banner template. Okay. And let's inject the add field. That's what we're doing right here, which is injecting that number. In the end, it gets you to the same place as this. All right. I don't want that 0 in there. I don't know how that got in there. That's what that does. It's just saying that. Hopefully that makes sense to you. You can always ask questions in the Facebook group, which is the Club Pro community at this time. All right. So this is what we want. Let's see what we get. So there's the current ad. There we go. So now if I go back to this other one and refresh, we see, oh yeah, because we didn't set a unique one there. So, okay, cool. So let's go through this process again. So for this listing, let's say we wanted this banner ad 1. That unique ID is 250. So let's go edit the activity people listing, go down to that field, put in add 250. Save our changes. Let's refresh. Boom, there you go. Unique ads. Pretty cool stuff, right? And we didn't really need to change anything. Now this looks pretty good, but you could get creative here. You could, get rid of the background if you wanted for this particular field. It's a little bonus material, but You see how the background here is white? You could get rid of this, just for this particular ad if you wanted. It just depends on how your site's set up. You could get rid of the border radius. You could get rid of the box shadow. So as you see right there, the ad kind of stands on its own. You could get rid of this heading and stuff like that. It's just totally customizable. Anybody that's, used Elementor and or CSS, pretty simple stuff. If you're proficient in it, I should say. I shouldn't say it's easy, but if you're proficient in it, you can quickly get that styled the way you want. But it looks pretty good out of the box, I would say. All right. Now, I think the next part is how would you want that, let's say, I'm looking at this on the fly here. What else would I want done here? Yeah, I could put an ad here and that would be useful, but I would probably want this to link somewhere. Like what if you maybe wanted to you're an affiliate for something, okay? So how would you do that? I would go back to my template and start closing some of this stuff down. All right, let's just look at this one. So this Museum of London, and this they've got the second banner here. So I would want this to link somewhere and put my affiliate link in there. So you can click on the image there and add a link, so a custom URL. Put in your link, HTTPS, whatever the domain is, whatever your affiliate link is. Okay, and then if you're going to do an affiliate link, you want to click this little gearbox option here for link options, and always open external links in a new window. Do a no follow, and then do a rel pipe sponsored. So that's another hot tip that I didn't expect to do in this video. Those three things are how I set up. Do that right? Sponsored, yeah. Those three things are how I set up external links for affiliate links. Okay, so this is saying that this link is a sponsored link. We want to do a no follow, and we want to open in a new tab. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll do that. Let's put a real link in here. So let's put my listing club. Update this, and let's go back to this listing. And now we see that this is a link and it opens up in a new tab. All right, so this could really get your creative juices flowing. You could make this be a pop-up on your site where they fill in a form and do some lead capture, that sort of thing. This really opens up a lot of doors. But to the poster of this question, I think this answers it. I hope it answers it. If you have any questions in the pro community, or if you want to see videos like this answered live, post them, and I will, if I can do it, I will do it. Or if I think I can do it, I will do it. All right. Thanks, guys, and catch you on the next one.